Well, game show contestants, welcome back to Subsistence. And yeah, I picked game show contestants. Let me spin this one for you. So, there's actually a show on it's on Netflix. I don't remember what channel it came on. It's like Animal Planet or something, I want to say, or Discovery. And it's called Alone. And basically, these cats would go out in the middle of the Canadian wilderness somewhere around like what, Great Bear Lake or something like that. I don't know. I don't remember the exact name of it. It's in the middle of the Canadian wilderness with not a whole lot right there, and they would they compete to see how long they can survive in that environment. So with all the fencing and everything, it kind of reminds me of that game. I don't know if the game had any fencing, but you're pretty much dropped off and you got to take care of yourself, build your own shelter, things like that. You only have a couple of things you're able to bring with you. So yeah, this is a game show. So welcome back, game show contestants. I'm your host. Yeah. So there we go. How's everybody doing? Yeah, I'm trying a new capture method. I've had some problems. Obviously, tech is always my problem. It's a big problem, unless you have a very expensive rig or just reliable gear, I guess. I don't know. I'm running my capture card through my laptop and recording it that way so as to take zero strain on this computer, and I was getting some weird stuff happening with the capture card. It would randomly pop, and that would cause me to basically end a scene or to have to cut the video in weird places and stuff that I would record. And it happened, the longer you have the thing on, the more it happens. I hope by having it hooked up to the laptop and streaming it this way into the laptop and recording that it'll be fine this way. So we're going to see that, and I can do it as a single file. The capture card breaks up all of the video into 2 gig chunks. So even though it's seamless and you wouldn't know the difference, you have the bunch of files instead of just the one file. So I'm going to try it this way. I'm still doing audio the same way, so that shouldn't change. And yeah, let's see how it goes. Hopefully this will go smoother. It'll also be in 60 frames per second, which I prefer. Not a big fan of 30 frames. 30 frames is okay. I mean, it's not bad, but 180p, 1080p, 60 frames per second is 180p, Jesus. 1080p, 60 frames per second. That's kind of the standard. That's what I'd like to go with. And I do have another capture card coming. It should be here tomorrow. And because this one's like 4 years old almost, 3 years old at the very least. You know how 3-year-old technology goes with video and audio. It's practically obsolete. But at the very least, I can get this going. And this one also has the... Ooh, nice. This one also has the capability to... oh, yeah, you see I built a pier. I'm going to put a wall back here with a window and maybe a fire back here so I can fish at night. So I won't have to do it first thing in the morning and waste daylight. Look at that. A little bit of the morning's already gone. Almost half the morning's already gone. So we got to get going. I want to go back to Kelp Cove because that is where the kelp is, and we are hurting for that stuff. Part of me wants to go ahead and cook these guys, and if I need to use the oil later, I can. And part of me just wants to go ahead and oil them. So we're gonna see what we feel like doing here. I'm masterly debating what I'm gonna need to do. So, yeah, this is what we're doing. I have a couple of goals, and I think goals are important. Goals keep me to where I don't just live in this 4 foot by 4 foot hut for the rest of my life. Goals are gonna keep me pointed in a direction. So I think I'm gonna need to deal with some iron production, some ore production. So we're going to need to get that going. In order to get that going, we're going to need some mass storage and some power storage. And I think the power storage is going to be the first thing on the list. So what I'll probably do before we leave, I'll go ahead and get the power storage thing going. How many boards do I need for that? That ain't it. Because you need... Oh, no, I could do the refinery. I could totally do the refinery now. That's a tough decision to make. Let's go ahead and cook these guys. If we need to squeeze them for oil later, we can do that. That's not that big a deal. I mean, we've got a health kit on us. We've got enough to make a health kit in here. I'm really not that worried about it. If we watch our ass and we're not stupid, we should be okay. Go ahead and flick this into the fire right before we leave. But again, I kind of do want to get one of these going. Either the refinery, it's 12, 10, and 12. That's expensive. I think we got it. Yeah. Is it 10 boards? Was that 10 boards? Damn, that's expensive from a board standpoint. See, now we're back under 100 boards. That kind of sucks. Let's go ahead and do some boarding real quick, because I do want to get that. I do want to get that going before we leave. I was trying to do some logging this morning, but there was a level 2 wolf out here, so I just stood on my foundation and shot him in the ass. Maybe him across there, off to my right, up there. Ah, wasn't paying attention, just sitting there looking at the wildlife, the fauna, as it were. So yeah, you noticed I did a Darkness Falls. I had that debuted yesterday. Oh man, what a debacle that was. I actually started that game over 1, 2, maybe 3 times. And here's the reason for that. So the first time I started it over was because when I went in, I got my wife ready to do Darkness Falls, and we started doing that. Now, I checked my Darkness Falls through the mod launcher. Everything was fine. Everything was working. My save games were still there. I actually played a couple of minutes of one of them. I couldn't remember where I was at in the game. So I went back and I actually watched it. And I'm like, cool, I'll go ahead and record this for the channel. And, you know, we already got a leg up on it. And we're already, you know, we got some good loot and stuff. Let's go ahead and pick this up where I left off. And then what ended up happening is it wouldn't launch through the mod launcher anymore. So I had to fix it to where it launched, but it would launch through the exe file. I think I had talked about that. Launched in the exe file. In the actual file, because when you use the mod launcher, it creates its own version of the game that it mods, right? So if you have the mod launcher with different mods, you've got probably as many different iterations of the actual game installed on your hard drive as you do mods that you're running. That way it doesn't corrupt anything, it doesn't have to take any files out. It just... I'm going to go ahead and plug this guy. It doesn't have to corrupt anything. You don't have to yank any files out if you want to do another mod. You've got your own version of the game right there, and you mod it, and that's what gets modded, right? A fresh, clean, basic install of vanilla that it can mod. Well, in that file folder, there's an exe file, and you can get to it from there. It's easier through the mod launcher. Well, when the mod launcher won't launch it, what are you going to do? Well, you're just going to launch it through the exe file. So that's what I did. Did that several times, recorded several episodes, got a pretty good leg up, and then it stopped launching through the mod launcher. Or it stopped launching through the exe file, told me that Steam was not running, which is bullshit. It was totally running. So, I did a reinstall, and I guess it moved directories and stuff. My save games may be somewhere on my hard drive. I don't know. I haven't gone digging for them. But at this point, I've already started over, so, I mean, what would be the point behind trying to find those? It's not that big a deal. I've started over. It is what it is. We're just going to go from here, and that'll be a thing. So that's what I plan on doing. Oh, shit. Yeah, let's get back, because the fire's going to go out. So that's what's going on. That's why I had to restart Darkness Falls. I didn't want to. I was going to pick up where I left off. This shit always ends up happening, though. Something happens and I have to restart the season and before I get too terribly far. This is why I think Mysterio and I kind of got into it a couple of years ago when he's like, you know, you don't fucking finish this shit, like, ever. So, you know, why should we give a shit? And I'm like, well, I mean, certain things preclude me from being able to finish. And one of those things is, Go away, could you? one of those things is being able to, you know, finish the fucking game through your saves. Come on, baby. He said to crouch. I'll be damned, he was right. I want you to know, Mysterio, that took some fucking balls on my part. I was not confident that was gonna work. Not that I doubted you, but holy shit, I was... Alright, cool. Word. Awesome, man. That'll work. That'll save me a little bit of ammo. I appreciate it. I'll go ahead and put that fuel brick in. Go ahead and take that guy. Yeah. Oh, man, I wish I had a fridge. Wish I had a fridge. Oh, well. It's a thing. Did I never make the... I thought I made... Did I only make one? Jesus, I suck. I totally thought I made that. That was kind of the whole purpose of me going out there. Let me wash off. So, yeah, and I think, like I said, and I had told Mysterio, I'm like, dude, I mean, cool, bro. You don't have to watch. I mean, I appreciate it. Thanks. But, you know, I'm kind of trying to do what I think is A, best for the channel, which, I mean, that's kind of a cop-out anyway. And B, stuff that I like to do. And I'm kind of ADHD anyway. But Mysterio has stuck around despite that and despite my bullshit, and he's like the #1 guy in my comments section. And he's always offering helpful hints and tips without being a dick about it. And he's a really good asset to the channel. So, Mysterio, I salute you, sir. Hope things are going well for you. I gotta, you know, I'd love to take my wife to Maine, because that's where my father grew up, is Maine, and so you know, she hasn't traveled up to the northern 13, as it were. I'd love to take her up there. I'd really like to make it to Canada one day too. Obviously, it's Canada. I'm being a dick, but you get my point. I'd love to see Canada. I've never been to Canada. I've only flown out of the country, and that's only in the military. So I have literally been around the world, because I've gone over the Pacific and over the Atlantic. Anything cool? I think everything's cool. That's a wolf. I got in the habit, my wife and I play games, when I check my crop here without fucking killing myself. Oh god, that makes me nervous. I need to put a thing back here. Oh shit, food. I bet I burnt the fuck out of it. What you want to bet? Balls. Is that good? Well, at least that's good. Burnt the shit out of the chicken. I was afraid that was gonna happen. Oh well, my fault. I did it. Good. Take some water to wash down that nasty shit. Take a couple of those, and we need to get going. Did I put everything in here I needed? Yes. Go ahead and craft that. Get the refinery going. Obviously, I'm going to have to build power back up. It's not as much an issue now, but it's gonna be. And so we've got this. So a generator, I think, is going to be my next purchase, and then refining some ore. And then we can... Refining the ore is going to be the first step in the major shit we need going on. I actually need those. Let me bring those back, because I'm going to do... Let's see. Oh, duh. Where's the fucking water? Didn't I have 2 things of water? Oh, it's probably, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I don't like, look, it's midday, and look at this. This is why I wanted to get the fishing hut set, right? I don't see any freaking kelp out here. Oh, that looks like another. Go ahead and get... I don't know if we ought to get started on the pearls or not. We really don't need that. And I still didn't get the fucking water. Good God, I suck. Oh, boy. It's tough shifting from game to game, man. I'm trying to limit my focus on the channel to just a couple of games. This, the comeback episode, it drew 16 viewers, which if you do the math is about a third. I'd like to get to where the views are about a half. That's about average, because you have people that are subscribed to you that subscribe to you for one reason or another, maybe to help you out, but then they don't watch, which kind of screws you, really. Oh, son of bitch balls. My fucking arrow back anyway. Alright. Put that in there. Okay, we got a couple of that's pretty good. I'm good with that. All right. So now that we got this stuff going, I think we should just make sure to top that off. Boom. All right. So let's go ahead and hit it. I can put that up. We've got it. It's there. It doesn't really matter right now because we just don't have the power to run it anyway, and I don't have any ore. I am gonna make a pick. That is the thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go this way. I'm probably gonna have to thread the needle. Thread the needle of assholes. Is that a lock chest or is that a crate? I also tried some different editing. Oh fuck. I also tried some different editing techniques in the last one, a la Glock 9. If you watch any of Glock 9's stuff, I kind of edited like he did. Basically, just get down to the nitty-gritty, get to the point, and do the thing. You know what I mean? So that's kind of where I was at with that editing. That was actually broken down from well over an hour worth of stuff. I want to say it was closer to an hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours. 2 hours may be pushing, but I know definitely over an hour and a half worth of footage that I had to go through to get that 38 minutes, I think it was. 37, 38 minutes. So, editing that way, that's what you can expect. This one is a little bit different because it's unless you just have boatloads of ammo and you just kill every animal in your path, it's going to be a bit different, right? So you're not going to get nearly the action out of this game as you are out of something like Darkness Falls. Really, you're not going to get nearly the action out of 7 Days to Die that you would out of Darkness Falls, the vanilla version. Because the vanilla version doesn't have nearly, at least in 18.4, doesn't have nearly as many zombies as Darkness Falls. Darkness Falls is it's a slugfest. So many Z's in that game. So many. Which, that's fine. If you notice, though, if you haven't seen that episode, you need to go watch it. There's a comedic element to the way I was doing some of the things. And you won't understand until you watch the video. So, just check that out. Tell me what you think. I'm trying to do stuff like that. I'm trying to make the videos entertaining instead of just, hey, here's a playthrough. Because I'm not good enough at these games to make a playthrough, worth it entirely. So I have to do something. And amusing is going to be one of them. It's like that guy was like, man, you're bitching a lot. And I'm like, well, it's like, I'm hoping for more veggies, man. Again, I wanted to get to Kelp Cove, but it's not looking like that's going to be a thing. So we're just going to go this way and hope we find some berries. And there is a section that might have some sustenance in it as well. So I'm not See, I see a crate over there, but it's looking like construction crates, which are fine. I want to say there were some rogues out this way as well. Because, I mean, it's been well over 2 days since I built that BCU. So we're going to have to start watching our ass now. It's going to start getting heavy. Start walking into a hunter camp and get dragged. That's good we're getting that scrap back. Because we spent it on the refinery. Oh, hell yes. Rock and roll. Damn. I think we just about made our scrap back up from making the refineries. That's good. That's awesome. Hell yes. Scrap makes the world go round. Fucking bear. Right next to my naughty tree, too. I'd love to still get this tree. Ooh. Oh, shit. Are you a level 1? At a level 1, I will wreck you, dude. Come on, come on. Get. There we go. Okay, back on. Yes, I can kill them. Does not necessarily follow that I should. Really trying to be judicious about my ammunition. I want to save up for eventual hunter issues because I know it's going to happen because I know me. I'm not going to be paying attention. I'm going to wander right into a damn hunter camp and they're going to chase me off and then they're going to come to my base and attack my shit and I'm going to have to defend my base. That's what's going to happen. I can already see it. So I'm trying to build up for that eventuality because I know that's exactly what the fuck's going to happen. I make no illusions about that. Okay. Alright. Let's go ahead and get in the water. I don't see any predators around me, so let's go ahead and it's afternoon already. Son of a bitch, and we didn't get hardly any veggies today. Ball sack. We need veggies. My maters are doing okay. Did I even check them? It probably needs fertilizer. Damn it, man. Well, we're getting over to the area where those falls are. That and beyond over there. There's usually some kelp. There's one down here. I'm gonna go ahead and get it because we do need it. It'll be worth the hit point dock if we can just get it. Alright, cool. We need some more kelp. Kelp is the only thing keeping us alive. That and the occasional blueberry from a crate. I don't even think I have any apples left. I think I've spent all of my veggies. Everything but kelp. But you guys let me know if you what style of videography you prefer. Again, now it's going to be a little bit different with Subsistence. I can't do Subsistence and Darkness Falls the same way for reasons I've already mentioned. They're just two different games and the pace is completely different. So I can't really compare those two and edit these two the same way. I could edit 7 days. I could edit Darkness Falls this way as one straight playthrough rather than chopping it up into just the action segments and getting, basically getting down to the point, just getting it done. It gives you more of a playthrough. More of the playthrough, but it's less of the grind. Basically take the grind out. I let you know what I'm doing and then I cut away to the end of the grind and then get down to business. Is basically how I was doing it. So let me know what you think. If you like the way I edited that episode, I will try to do something similar to this. I've done that before, and that's the style I want to try to do. But this one lends itself to kind of just kind of going around and you see what you see. So I don't want to cut too terribly much out of these, not because I think my shit's not, I don't want any of my shit to end up on the cutting room floor. That's not it. It's really along the lines of I don't want it to not make sense, and cutting some of the things that we do day to day in this game would seem to me to be counterproductive. because then it's just chopping up and it doesn't make sense. So I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about that, and if I am, I am. I am only human after all. So just let me know what you think. I tend to talk more in my games, kind of like Gray Still Plays. He was genuinely entertaining. I remember him playing My Summer Car. That was what got me interested. That and Game Edged playing Subsistence, playing this. Those are the two that really got me interested in wanting to do a YouTube channel. So I talk a lot like Gray talks a lot. Kind of like I'm having a conversation with you. But I also feel like 7 Days to Die is too busy for that shit. You know what I mean? So it's a different kind of game. You play Darkness Falls and you're going to expect to be busy. You can be busy. You're going to get jacked. You know, you got to be on your game. It's looting. It's fast. It's furious. A lot more hectic than this. This can be a bit more thoughtful. Oh, shit, there are roads. See that? There's a far up there. Oh, there's a far, and there's some sons of bitches out there, sons of bitchin'. Oh, shit, no, that's not those are not rogues. That's a hunter base. Sons of bitches. They are right the fuck there, I mean. Oh, man. Alright, well, we got our first hunter base. I don't remember seeing those guys before. Whew, boy. That complicates things. That complicates things. Let's get back. I'm glad the moon's out. So, that was a thing that we did. Go ahead and butcher that guy. And I'm okay with the spoiled meat, mainly because during the winter, we're not gonna be prepared for winter. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make that one. I'm gonna make the curved wall, that guy. So and look, it skips it. It skips right over it. What the balls? Yeah, look at that. Just a little cove. So we can get a good, maybe turn him or something. I don't know. I'll figure this out, and you guys will find out. You guys will find out. When you see the thumbnail. So there you go. You'll know where it came from. Growing a nice thick beard. That actually might do that. Check this out. I wish it would. There we go. Look at that. That's awesome, dude. Let me get it to where the fire's a little bit. That's fucking killer. Yeah, I like that. I dig that. I dig it. Okay, so everything's good. There you go. There's your thumbnail for the video. Another beautiful morning. We're gonna go ahead and get off of here. I'm gonna do a little bit of fishing. That's gonna be it. So hey guys, thanks for coming out. I'll catch you cats in the comments. And again, like, comment, subscribe. That would be fantastic. I appreciate seeing you guys here, and I'll see you game show contestants in the next episode.